what, why don't we start as we always do, by showing our reach high five. Show me five. Okay, can you tell me what all of our values stand for? Let's go. We've got respect, enjoy, achieve, care, and be healthy. And we do all of those things, don't we, in our school, and we reach for the stars. We reach for the chalkboard star. Anyway, today I thought we would do our assembly about this one. Care. Do you want to know why? Well, I found myself doing an awful lot of caring this week, more than I would normally do. And that's not because I wouldn't normally do lots of care, but I've got a new member of my family joined us. Here she is. This is Reenie. She's our new pet. And you know what? When you have pets, you have to give them lots of care, especially when they're babies, because she's only a baby. Can you remember what we call a baby dog? That's right, she's a puppy, isn't she? She's really young. She's only just moved to our family, so she's still learning that we're going to be her new parents. We have to give her lots and lots of care, especially now. Lots of love, lots of cuddles, and we have to give her lots of food, and we have to take her outside all of the time because she doesn't know when to go to the toilet yet, so we have to help her with that one. And we have to make sure she gets lots of sleep. Really had to wear her out to get her tired now. And we have to teach her the rules, because if you don't teach a pet the rules, they often break what our rules are. Things like chewing and jumping up. I've got to learn how to make sure she doesn't do those things. I've been reading lots of books and watching lots of videos to learn how to teach her properly and train her. And do you know, it's a bit like having a family where we have to care for each other and care for you guys. So the grown-ups have to care for children, don't they? We make sure you have food to eat, and we make sure that you get lots of sleep. We really like it when children go to bed nice and early, get up nice and late, because sleep is very, very important for growing dogs and growing children. And we give you lots of love and care too. Make sure that we feel good on the inside as well as the outside. And so, caring is what we're going to think about today. Now I wonder, can you think of 3 ways that somebody else shows care for you? Have a little think. What do you think, Reenie? Okay. Can you now think of 3 ways you have shown care for somebody else? And it could be an animal, it could be somebody in your home, it could be one of your friends at school, it could be something different. What do you think? Gosh, she really is asleep now, isn't she? I wonder if she's going to give me all of these cuddles when she's a big dog. Have you got those 3 things? Okay.
It's like when someone does nice things for you and be nice to you.
Looking out for someone even if no one's watching.
There's always a need for each other to make a difference, for each other to care for one another.
Someone falls, you help them up. If someone can't walk, you help them walk around. What does it mean to be caring? It means to help each other. Oh, I know what that is. It's a core value, it's responsibility. Yeah, it's taking care of other persons.
Like, let's say one day I'm tired, because usually when I come to school I'm pretty tired, to be honest. And Yeah, and somebody's just like, oh, have a nice day, or somebody smiles at me, like that really makes my day.
It would be a sad world without kindness. There would be no laughing. And there would probably be no Star Wars. And make sure no one gets hurt. Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
In our school, if everybody was very caring, everybody just seemed very happy, and I mean there wouldn't be any like argument, drama, or anything. So everybody just be happy, joyful.
Everyone will be like more confident of themselves.
Being nicer, I feel like even at your office, like when you go to work and grow up.
Thank you for caring for us. Thank you for caring for me. Thank you for caring for me.
A little while ago, I heard a story. It made me think about care in a whole new way, different to the way that we've been thinking about. Have a little watch of this.
A man was walking along the beach as the sun set. He listened to the swish, swish of the waves and the padding of his own feet. Then he noticed that the sand was littered with starfish. All along the beach, thousands and thousands had been washed up by the sea. There they lay dying because they could not survive long out of the water. In the distance, the man saw a small boy running frantically up and down the beach. As the man got closer, he saw that the boy was picking up starfish and throwing them back into the sea. Again and again he ran, picked up one or two of the stranded creatures and returned them to the water. The boy did not notice the man approaching until he shouted, "Little boy, what on earth are you doing?" The boy replied, "Can't you see? I'm saving the starfish." "Don't be silly," said the man. "There are thousands and thousands of starfish on this beach. How can you possibly make any difference?" The boy hesitated for a moment. Then he reached down, carefully picked up another starfish and cast it back into the sea. Looking back at the man, he said, "I made a huge difference for that one."
So in the story, the little boy really did make a difference, didn't he? Do you understand what happened? The man said, "What are you doing? You can't possibly make a difference. There are thousands of starfish, and you can't make a difference because you can't save them all." But he managed to save at least one, didn't he? And he said to him, well, I made a difference to that one. Now imagine if 1 million people thought they couldn't make a difference, but 1 million people threw a starfish back into the sea. That's the difference, isn't it? To 1 million starfish. 1 million starfish that would survive because of those people. So even if something feels very, very small and like it won't make a difference, actually, it really, really does, doesn't it? Now I wonder, have you ever done any very, very small things that you think could have made a difference to somebody's life or to something? You probably have, and you probably don't realise it. But there is something that we call random acts of kindness. And that's where you do something for somebody else just because you want to, for no other reason than for doing good. And do you know that scientists have found out that doing good things for no payment and for no reason actually benefits the person who has something good done for them and the person that does it. Have you ever done anything like that? Well, the other day, somebody in school brought into the office 2 packets of biscuits, one for me and one for Mrs. Clements. And they knew, because they'd listened to us, what our favourite biscuits were. And Mrs. Clements sent me a photo and said, look what we've been bought. And I thought, wow, that's so lovely. And it really, really made me feel all warm and gooey inside because they had listened and they knew what I liked and had brought me something into school to show that they care. And do you know what? I know that they felt really good about it too. It made them feel good, it made them feel warm, and it made them feel like they were making a difference. And that's what we call a random act of kindness. So when we think about our care value and when we think about making a difference, sometimes just being kind can make a huge difference to a person's day. And I wonder if we made that little extra effort to be kind and to think about others just a little bit more, the difference that we could make is huge. And now imagine if 1 million people thought about that a little bit more. Imagine how huge the difference would be then. Here's a really, really lovely story about making a difference and about being kind.
Everyone, welcome to the Storytime family. How are you today? Have you been reading lots? I hope you have. Well, today we have a very special book called Be Kind by Pat Zitlow Miller. What does being kind mean to you? Be kind. Tanisha spilled grape juice yesterday. All over her new dress. Everyone laughed. I almost did too. But Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked, I said. Purple is my favorite color. I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She put on her art smock and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. While I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin? Let her borrow my sweatshirt? Spilled my juice so everyone stared at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? What does it mean to be kind to you? Or what does it mean for someone to be kind to you? Maybe it's giving, making cookies for Mr. Rinaldi who lives alone, letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might win races in them too. Maybe it's helping, putting dirty dishes in the sink, like helping out mommy clean up after yourself, picking up your laundry, making your bed, cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Maybe it's paying attention, telling Desmond I like his blue boots, asking the new girl to be my partner, listening to Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've heard before. Being kind could also be saying nice things about someone, complimenting someone, telling your mom that she looks so pretty today, picking her flowers. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle, or saying, thank you, bless you. My mom says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. Hey Kayla, what's new, Omar? Good afternoon, Rabbi Mandelbook. Being kind can be hard too. Even when you know what to do, teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. Being kind could be also sharing with your siblings and sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do. And together they could grow into something big. Remember, kids, small things can make a big difference too. Something really big, so big that our kindness spilled out of our school, spread throughout town, travel across the country, and go all the way around the world. Wouldn't that be the best thing? If everyone is kind, the whole world would be a big bubble of kindness. Wouldn't that be cool? Right back to Tanisha and me, so we can be kind again and again. And again.
So my final challenge for you, before we say goodbye from today's assembly, is to try to build in some random acts of kindness to your day. Now, that might just be remembering your manners and saying please and thank you. It could be being kind to your brothers and sisters, or somebody that really needs it. And it might just be an extra cuddle and showing that you care for somebody in your home that you live with. Because it's going to make you feel really good, and it's going to make them feel good too. Till next time, you've got to keep reaching for the stars. And remember, to keep caring.